All right, so I'm going to go over my affiliate marketing blueprint on how I was able to make $6,000. You can see right over here, every day it just keeps going up. We're almost at $7,000 in the last 30 days. These stats were updated 2 minutes ago. This is not a lot of products that I'm promoting, so it's a little bit different than a lot of other people will teach you when it comes to the Make Money Online space and promoting Warrior Plus or JVZoo products. A lot of times people will tell you to pick a product each day and then go out there and promote it, and then the next day rinse and repeat. Well, I find it better to find a couple products each week, one or two products that you can really back and go completely in on the full launch period. Make multiple videos if that's possible. If you have an email list, you're going to promote the heck out of one or two products, and that's it. That way, your list does not get burnt out of seeing a new product, a new strategy, a new shiny object every single day, but you can actually give them quality and pick the right products. Okay. So you can see this is basically my stats. I'm going to actually show you a little bit of just kind of my thought process behind how I actually do this. If you want to learn more 100% specifics on how I do all this, I do have a program over here. There is a link below. You can go check it out. It's my YouTube Affiliate Accelerator program. It's currently for an extremely low price. The price is going to be going up here in literally after tomorrow. So you're going to want to go and pick this up if this is something that you're interested in, building a YouTube channel that doesn't need a lot of views, that's laser targeted and focused, and that you can actually make affiliate commissions for. I teach all about that inside of the community. Now, here's the classroom, and I actually teach you about launch jacking if you're interested in Warrior Plus. I have a lot of experience. Obviously, when you come over here and look at my stats, I'm closing in on $100,000 in affiliate commissions on Warrior Plus. I've made over $50,000 on JVZoo. So I am a top 5% affiliate on Warrior Plus as well. But I'm also one of the top affiliates for another software platform called AppSumo. And this is a website that also hosts lifetime deal softwares. And I'm also they created a special affiliate program based on myself a few years back. And so on multiple platforms, I'm actually a top performing affiliate. So you get all that training and everything inside of the YouTube Affiliate Accelerator program. So one thing that I really like to do is I like to, give quality and provide honest product reviews. And sometimes you have to bite the bullet. And I'm going to share a little bit of a story with you or experience of just this morning, right? So you can see up here, it's 10:17 a.m. at the time of recording this video. But today, the last couple hours, I started my morning off promoting a product that I thought was going to do really well. And sometimes you just don't know until you dive deep into a product. In my case, I review software. And so I had an affiliate manager reach out to me. I had a product that is performing well. They're probably one of the top products on JVZoo. We can come back over into here. It's this called AI Cora product right over here. When we come and look at the vendor, they just do not. They have almost 200,000 sales. I believe that they are probably the top vendor, software seller and vendor on JVZoo. And that is mind blowing. The fact that they actually have a 1-star rating. Look at this 1-star rating based on 2,500 votes. And there was a point in time where about 10 years ago, I think this guy's been doing this quite a while. About 10 years ago, this guy came out with a software, and I had a bad experience with it, and I was like, I'm not ever like promoting or buying that guy's product again. And then throughout the years, in the last few years, I think that he's gotten a lot higher quality products. He might have already gotten all these votes down here a long time ago. I don't know, but this is basically unrecoverable. But he already has such a massive profile with products and everything that he probably can't switch and create a new profile, right? And so it's kind of a catch-22. Like, he's still the top. He sells, and people buy the product because affiliates are pushing his product every time. But the reality is that he does not have a good rating, and people are generally not happy with his products. Okay. But what ended up happening was, and then we can come over here and we can actually go to products and we can go into top sellers, right? So he has a product called AI Cora that just came out yesterday, I believe. And so he's got the number 2 product right now. And I don't know how they sort this. We have products, information products, and funnels. And so this is like the number 2 top funnel. And so this would be an overall product, I guess. And then this is just a single products right over here, and then information products. So since this is not an information product, he won't rank in this category here, but he is currently ranked number 2 right here, and then number 2 for the funnel over here. So his products sell. And then what we could do is we could actually come over here, and I want to kind of see the bundle or the premium. Let me see if I can click over here and just kind of see. And that's just taking us over to the product. Maybe I'll under affiliates. And I always find a harder navigation experience on JVZoo. Warrior Plus is a lot easier, but we can come over here and we can look at AI Cora. There's the bundle right there. We can look at all the funnels and see all these products right here. That's just so many products. But when we look over here, you can see that the bundle has sold over 100. They've 100 copies of premium, 50 on the mega bundle, the fast pass right there. And so this one's actually not selling quite as much as I thought it would. But you can see that it's made a couple hundred sales right there. So I show you this because I got access to the software. I came in here and I fully reviewed this product. You can see right over here, here's me reviewing it and going over the dashboard, setting up a client account and going over through the entire software right here. And you can see I added one of my brands, LearnWire, and we went and had a conversation with it. It's an AI agent that would help people manage a social media marketing agency and be able to bring in a bunch of clients and manage their social media marketing based on chatting with a chat bot, right? And so I went and tested that and everything. And then, I kind of came over here, and this is kind of what I scored it. The concept, I gave it a 5. The execution and, just how well it performed, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Speed was pretty bad. I gave it a 2. The UI UX, I gave it a 3.5. Pricing was really good. So it got a total score of 3.5 out of 5. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not. And this is very, very important. If you don't get anything else out of this video, this is not going to make me a bunch of sales right here. I was honest with my community over at LearnWire on my main YouTube channel. Sometimes you're going to spend a couple hours reviewing a product. It's a very hyped up. You really want it to be a good software because you're going to make a lot of money as an affiliate. But you cannot sell your soul to the devil, so to speak, right? You cannot. This is the way I would recommend. If you want to be different than everybody else that is just going to glorify every single product that comes out, you probably get the emails. You're probably on everyone's email list. First of all, for me, I don't really email my list unless I like the product and it's actually good. But in this case, this one was just not good. And so I'm not going to really go out and send an email and really go hardcore on a promotion on this. And I'm probably not going to make any sales on this product. Believe it or not, I could make $15,000 on a software if it's really good. And then in this case, I can put out a review and it's not performing well. I just was not able to say, yeah, this software is mind blowing. Definitely, I recommend going and picking it up. I may not even make any sales on AI Cora at this point right over here, even at a 3.5. I think it's got to be like a 3.8 or higher. And then I also have to give it kind of that seal of approval that, yeah, this is a good software. I would probably go and pick it up. So I was honest with my community, honest with my channel. And when we come over here to LearnWire, you can see that I just released this video right here. Let's go take a look at it. It's got a few views. It'll start getting views throughout the day. But certainly this is not going to get me sales right over here because I had to tell the truth. I had to be transparent. I'm not bashing the software creator, or even though this guy has a really, really bad track record. I showed you the 1 star. I'm still not bashing him or anything like that on my channel, but also it makes sense that, the product was just not polished enough. It wasn't fast enough. There was things that it was surprised me that didn't work in the software and so forth. So I have to report that back to my audience. And guess what? The point of this is that honesty and that trust and authority that you build when you go and post videos that, hey, I gave it a 3.5. It's really not that good. You're probably not going to make a lot of money, if any at all, on that one. And it may seem like you wasted a couple hours of your time, but guess what? The people that end up watching this video right here, they're going to end up being like, this is so cool. Again, this is why I subscribe to LearnWire. That's why I've got 20,000 subscribers, because David is honest in his software reviews. He tells me what software is best, if he were to buy it and use it in his business. And when the software sucks, he also says so. And that's why I keep tuning in to his software reviews. And so when you do that, you build a certain level of trust with your audience. And you've heard this in marketing terms. You've heard of, build an audience that knows, likes, and trusts you. They know you, they know the brand. And I was going to change my logo and go through a logo and brand changing. I was going to keep LearnWire, obviously, but we were going to change the colors to more techie, more mainstream, blue, white, blacks, things like that. And then I was going to get a fancier logo. This is a logo that I created 5 years ago when I started this brand, LearnWire. And it was something I probably created in Canva in literally like 5 minutes. I did not spend any time on it. And it turns out that I even put a vote into my community, and I got more people saying that don't change your brand, don't change your colors, don't change anything. Everybody knows you by these greens and yellow. And people know the LearnWire brand based on those colors, based on this little wire that practically means nothing, right? But it's just simple. It doesn't even say my name, LearnWire, or anything like that. And people just know that that is the LearnWire logo. And so I actually spent like $100 on new logos and so forth. And then at the end of the day, I just chose to not make the change. I'm not going to make the change. And so what you end up doing is you build this brand around honest reviews. And so when you go and you do honest reviews, but don't bash people. So there is other people. Now, don't get me wrong, and don't take this like the wrong way. I'm not telling you to go and if the training or the software or the training course that you're promoting sucks, don't go out there and bash the vendor. Don't give it a 1 star. Don't tell people this is horrible. Like, go with the intention of picking a product that is probably supposed to do well, because at the end of the day, you're going to make more money as an affiliate that way. And that's great. But when you do review something, in my case, I reviewed AI Cora and it ended up not being that great today. Be honest with your audience, right? And then what ends up happening is you have we'll go take a look at videos right over here. And then we have some software like this Royalty Prints. I made 2 videos on this. I actually did really, really well on that launch right there. I made a top 10 in the affiliate. I did really well on this Ohanashi software. I made thousands of dollars. I think I made like $4,000 on just these 2 videos alone, $4,000 from a couple hours of work, right? And that's when it can really pay off, when a really good software that's unique and that can make people money or change something in someone's business for a positive, you can actually, as an affiliate or product reviewer, you can make a lot of money. So you can't just hit the bullseye on every single piece of software or product that you review. That's kind of the point of this. And that is what I believe is one of the reasons why I'm able to build this up to almost 7,000. By the end of the day, I'll probably make some more sales, and this will end up going over 7,000. And I'm focusing more on this because I want to get this to a consistent 10K a month in my Warrior Plus account. And you want to tune into this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to watch my videos on a daily basis, because that's what I'm doing, is I'm teaching you what I know about affiliate marketing and YouTube. Again, there'll be a link below. I'd love for you to be our next member in the YouTube Affiliate Accelerator program. We have a call coming up next Wednesday. It's a Q&A call for literally the price of buying pizza. You can come in and you can actually ask me questions about affiliate marketing and YouTube. I've got 5 years of full-time experience doing this. I'd love to help you out. I'd love for you to finally be able to, at some point, leave that 9-to-5 job, fire that boss that, basically writes your schedule, give you more flexibility and freedom in your life. But it all starts with a plan, taking the leap, believing in yourself, taking action, and then, joining a mentor, hiring a mentor. Hopefully that could be me, that can teach you the right way, the honest way to do this and build an ethical business on YouTube and use affiliate marketing to start making money. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.